Hey everyone, it's Mel. Today I've got something really unique and something that I'm really excited about. Fellow YouTuber Nate Thompson asked me to review two of his short horror films, Cult Affairs and Cult Leader. Cult Affairs is the first in the series and Cult Leader is the second. I'm not sure if they're chronological, but they definitely exist in the same universe and have the same main character, the Cult Leader. I think there's a lot of really good things going on in these shorts. I'm going to talk about the first one, Cult Affair, now.
Mr. James, undoubtedly a difficult man to get.
I really liked the atmosphere of this short. The lighting's fantastic, the music is excellent. And the acting from the Cult Leader is very good.
The police, the subculture, if you will.
There are a couple of issues, and I don't want these to be taken as that this wasn't enjoyable. I thought it was very enjoyable. I think that there is a compression or an uploading issue perhaps, or the camera you're using can't really focus to full resolution in 1080p under the lighting conditions. It looked very blurry when I was watching it, and I don't feel like that was intended. It didn't really draw me out of the story, but it definitely made me wonder why that was happening. And the audio is a little quiet.
The police, the subculture, if you will. The police, the subculture, if you will.
I just turned subtitles on so I could follow along with the dialogue better. I really enjoyed the short film. I think that when you're lighting something that's this dark, it's a huge challenge, and I think you did a very good job. I believe you were acting and directing, probably doing several other jobs as well. I think that you've got a great short here. I like the world you're building. I like the atmosphere and the kind of tonality of this world you're building. Now, when we move to the second film, Cult Leader, I feel like it's a completely different style of film, which is fine, but I don't like that style of horror film as much as the stylistic style of horror film, which I feel the first one was. In the second one, we have three characters and the Cult Leader. It's two guys and a girl kind of partying at a house, and the Cult Leader interrupts this scene with death, destruction, mayhem, which is fine. But I feel like the acting in the second one was more of kind of a B film acting.
The weather's turning to shit, yo.
Good night.
Where do you want me to put the stuff? I brought the beer and the cereal.
Whereas the acting in the first one was more understated and subtle and just kind of more of the style of horror film that I'm into. And I also feel like you had the same kind of not being able to focus or not being able to come to full resolution in your recording. I'm not sure, again, due to the lighting or the camera. The second one, I feel like there was not enough lighting on the main characters in most of the scenes, and I know that it's a horror film and the atmospheric lighting was really good in the second one as well, but I would like to see the characters in the short film, especially if they have dialogue, whereas in the first one, I know the main character didn't talk for a while, and we couldn't see his face for quite some time, and that was building tension, building kind of a mystique, and that was great. But if we have characters talking...
2 months. We're really in love.
And you were really in love with
The name!
Dallas, and I don't know who else. And
It's not for me.
that are plot devices essentially, or characters that are just going to be killed off. I want to know who these characters are before they die, and I want to see their face so I have some sort of connection to them. And I also thought that there was something wrong with the dialogue in the second one.
Great, you ain't heard about this?
No,
About the 3 guys that went missing on Front Street?
you're full of shit.
I'm not sure if there was a mic issue and you had to do ADR, but I feel like you had to do ADR because there was several scenes where there was dialogue going, but the mouth wasn't moving or wasn't matching what the dialogue was doing. And there was also a weird echo that didn't feel natural for the space they were in. And the echo was kind of the same in the garage as in the house, which felt a little strange to me. I'm not sure what happened, if the mics weren't working or if you didn't have a mic and you had to do ADR. Totally understandable, but it took me out of the story a bit. I don't want any of this to come across as me not appreciating the films that you made. I really do appreciate anyone that gets out there and makes a short film. It is incredibly hard. It takes a lot of time. It takes money. It takes patience. It takes sweat. And I think that I would have liked to see an improvement from the first film to the second film. But I felt like with the issues that you had and the actors you had access to, that it was kind of a step backwards for me. So I hope you continue to create awesome short films, and I hope you continue to share them with us and let us watch them and give us access to your talent, because you did a great job. Mistakes happen, and there's pitfalls and things we can learn in everything we do. I also think being honest about how you feel about any sort of art form is very important. It doesn't matter if you feel the same way. That's not what's important. But what's important is to communicate in an honest way. I really appreciate you reaching out to me and you letting me review your films. I hope you continue to make more. I think that you could make a very cool, longer narrative story with this cult leader. And I think you could take it either way. A campy, kind of fun horror film, or a really moody, super atmospheric horror film. I think either of them work really well. I prefer the former, the atmospheric style of horror film. But if you're going to make a really fun, campy horror film, really lean into that style. Don't kind of have one foot in both camps, because I think it kind of muddies the water of what you're trying to get across. And I really just respect that you took the time to make these films and that you are putting yourself out there as an artist. I really thank you, and I hope you continue to do work.